Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to the Protagonist Corner. We are returning to Hogwarts Legacy, where I had a brilliant idea. I would find this Revealio page off recording and be able to know where it is and reveal it when the recording started. But I accidentally revealed it by trying to figure out where it was. So you're just gonna have to settle for seeing me pick it up.
Central Hall Fountain. Guide pages. This ornate fountain features intricately carved statues of denizens of the magical world, including a set of stone sirens encircling the fountain's base. Cross button. Continue.
Now, an interesting thing here. Most of the Revealio pages we're going to find throughout the game will be of places or things that have been referenced in the books or movies. But I don't remember seeing this guy ever. If you do, and you feel like saying what movie it was from and when we saw it, I would be a very happy person, particularly if you left a comment. Anyway, we're all moved into Hogwarts. We're basically settled, so it's time to start the fancy book learning. It's time to go to Charm Space. So, we are not far away from there. It's right there, so I just need to follow my marker because I'm pretty. Yeah. Oh, tell me I have Osseo equipped. Okay, well, it can tell me, but it'd be lying. Oh, because I don't know Osseo yet. That's what we're going to do. I'm a moron. Well, technically I'm just intellectually inhibited sometimes. We don't need to say moron. Well, we can, because it's kind of true. Anyway, again, following the yellow brick road. Oh, we want me to talk to Fig first. Okay, so we can do that.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
It was nothing, sir.
Well, not really it's not just that it was nothing, it was basically nothing, but it was more the fact that I don't want my lies to catch up with me, and they won't if I don't, make them if I don't have to. Besides, this Professor Weasley is basically Molly Weasley from the books, and if you can't trust her, who can you trust? I know she's not literally Molly Weasley, so I don't need that reminder, but if you want to make it, it's a comment, it's engagement, it's good, but I do get it, but she's Molly Weasley in spirit, so you absolutely trust her.
I say too much.
So basically they all meant so no.
It was nothing, sir.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well...
Even though I am basically being entirely forthcoming.
It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead.
Which is why I'm having a child or a student go. I'm not going to say child.
With your time,
basically,
what?
14.
And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good.
Yeah.
Now,
Phineas my jealous knowing about this might not be a good thing.
The ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay.
You can track
map.
Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts.
Okay, I need to make
collection chests. 0 out of 35. Field guide pages. 2 out of 150. Dummy statues.
Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers. I love how we don't know what a lot of these are and just spill them out. Like, the only collectibles they should list are ones we've been introduced to.
This represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Cross button. Continue.
Okay, thank you for the tutorial, Captain Obvious.
Some quests are locked by spell and/or level requirements.
Oh, that's right. We're not done with the tutorial yet.
In these cases, you will need to be the required level and/or have the required spell to activate the quest.
Let me sum it up for you. You need to follow instructions, or you will lose. Thank you.
Rewards. Cross button. Continue.
Now, one thing I am going to say is I love it when games like this have narrators. for the visually impaired, because otherwise, and you will see this in other games that we cover, it's going to be a lot of, Rich, read this.
Track a quest with cross button to continue.
Yes, game. I have played RPGs before. I've played open world games. I know this. Okay.
Charms class.
And that happens to be the one we want. I am lucky.
Professor Ronan's class is in the astronomy wing.
You'll see when you meet him. He's way too playful to be named
I may need
Ronan.
to use the charmed compass up button in the field guide to help me find the way. Rewards. Accio. Go to Charms class. Cross button. Track quest. Cross button.
Let's do that.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional
Have to do the
craftsman and
tropes.
a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now,
I love how he's telling
and
this
pay attention.
this kid about it, and not
More
like
than your
horrors,
house may
not magical
hinge
law
on
enforcement,
magic
none of
you to
that.
master within its walls.
Hiding something.
Yeah. Actually, now that you mention it, I do think he will eventually turn out to be evil. Those of you who've not played the game, what do you think? And those of you who have played the game, did you call any twists that occur, if any? And if it's straightforward, just say something like, "Don't look too hard."
The Charms compass up button will lead you to anything you're
He's a little druid-esque because he has kind of rare, almost forbidden knowledge. You know, kind of like the door, kind of
There's
like
all the trees that make the wand.
yeah,
So
true.
basically.
Oh, you're talking about Ollivander from the books and movies. He I wouldn't call him true neutral. I would call him neutral evil, actually, because like you see the way he interacts with Harry. He's a little bit dark. He remember the person who held his wand's brother did great things, terrible things, but great.
Yeah.
God, Harry Potter. The original Harry Potter series was so awesome, and I actually also like The Cursed Child. I know, not many members of the fandom do, but
I heard they're making more now.
yeah. I just saw Secrets of Dumbledore, the latest Fantastic Beasts
No,
movie.
I meant with the original cast.
Awesome, for real?
That's what I heard.
Like, did you see a trailer?
No, there was a studio buyback of some rights or something, and so that opens up the possibility to do more.
Okay, that's amazing. I hope they do a film version of Cursed Child. Please do
They're
that.
upset with Ms. Rowling, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, yeah. Hopefully they can suck it up. Like, okay. And I'm going to kick a hornet's nest because, hey, you gotta be a little sensational sometimes. Like, however you want to dress, whatever you want to call yourself is great. But like, when we go potty, I think we need to use the bathroom that corresponds to the parts we have. That's all I ask. You know, beyond that, I don't care what you do. Beyond that, it's none of my beeswax. But like, I would not want to be a girl and see boys' parts when I go to the bathroom. Like, it's just me, you know, and you know, you can use whatever pronouns you want to, but like, you're responsible for giving me that information. I am not responsible for asking you, or at least that's not the way it should be. Like, what are your pronouns? Like, what if we made that go further? Like, what if we said, what verbs do you use? What adverbs do you use? What's your favorite adjective? Like, we could go forever with that. Anyway, now that I've alienated half of you. Oh, I thought you were. Oh, you are. You're just loading. Okay. Oh, cool, fast travel point. I wasn't even looking for that. I love it when things like that just fall into your lap. Like, also, which brings me to mind, which brings a question to mind. Have you had a favorite trophy or achievement that just kind of fell into your lap that you weren't looking for, but you just saw the name of the trophy and you're like, that's cool. The one that comes to my mind right now is Partners from Detroit Become Human. because like I saw the scene that went with it tonight, and it actually got all out of me. I'm not gonna say what that scene was, because we will be covering that game eventually, and no spoilers, because I think it's a great story. I know a lot of people don't like David Cage, and usually I don't either. Like Heavy Rain is not my thing, but basically every other game he's done since the PS3, I've kind of loved. And I would like Heavy Rain too, if it wasn't for the fact that people controlled like cars. But more on that later. Anyway, where am I here? You know, people always said that it's hard to play and do commentary at the same time. I never understood what they meant until now, because like even just as I was like making that little spiel there, like I had to like reorient myself map-wise.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Yeah, she'll talk a lot, basically, whenever you come across the fast travel point, and it's not annoying at all. By the way, that's a lie. It's incredibly annoying, but you learn to live with it. Oh, and I think that was our first interaction with Peeves, sort of. We'll actually see him later. This game has, like, my favorite iteration of Peeves. Like, people say that he wasn't in the movies at all. He was for a second. He shows up in the Chamber of Secrets for, like, a blip. Not even, like, a second. Like, I wish they did more with him. Apparently they were planning to, and, like, something happened. Like, money for an actor or something like that. But, like, I actually don't know what happened. That's an assumption on my part. Okay, but anyway. Okay, there's my gold arrow. Here we go.
Easy has a special knack.
Oh, I want to see Peeves. I want to see Peeves. Like, oh, but apparently I'm not. Like, we'll see him later. Oh, there he is. Cool. Hi, Peevesy. And what are those bowling pins on fire? That's kind of awesome. I know I'm not supposed to like you, but I kind of do. Like, if you existed in the schools I went to, school would have been much more fun.
Oh, such fun.
Okay, I'm on track. Up the breadcrumb trail, continue up the stairs, okay. We've already done favorite book, favorite movie. I can't recall if I've asked you what your favorite spell is. It's one of those for me that changes every day. Right now it's legitimacy. Okay. Here's a good one. What's your favorite non-Harry Potter story about witches and wizards? Just in case I've already asked that one. For me, this is a little bit of a cheat, but I've always wanted to see The Craft, and you know what? I'm gonna count Wicked, not the play version, the novel version. You know, that's just so detailed. And didn't we have the best meme about Wicked? You know, the animals thing.
Yes.
If you listen to the audiobook, those of you who need the audiobook, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, it's probably just italics, and it's nowhere near as funny for you. But still, it could be funny. And actually, the next book in the series, Son of a Witch, I started reading it. It was pretty good. But like other books happened, eventually I'll get back to it. Which actually leads me to another question. Since I've already kind of given an answer to this one, what's an interesting book that you've not gotten around to finishing? Yeah, you will hear that a lot. Fair warning. It's beautiful right now. The 76th time you hear it, it's a little less so. And hopefully, in other news, hopefully I'm going the right way right now. I think I am. It's amazing how ginormous they make high schools. They basically make them to get lost in, and like I don't know if it's like this outside of the states, but state-wise, even the small ones are pretty humongo. Like, except for my aunt said Conestoga was small, but that was in 1960 what? Who knows? So, oh, I wish I could get that right now, but I don't have the spell for it!
We sometimes have to
There's gonna be a lot of it happening to me.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Did I lie? Yeah, I think I lied. I went the wrong way, I think, because
They really shouldn't allow food and drink in your pocket.
I didn't think they did. Like, I would be amazed if they did, honestly. And this is the charms class, is it not? So where's the... Okay, maybe if I follow the arrow, I'll find it. Oh, and I won't be able to open that for a while. Give me a Lohomora, I'm begging! Although in a way I'm not, because it takes me a while to do the minigame. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of pausing and resuming videos when I get that spell.
And Akio.
And Akio?
Akio.
Not Akio. Akio's easy. Alohomora in this game is about 2 times as hard as you think it should be. Because it like triggers this whole lockpicking minigame. Oh. That is fun, but it's not conducive to Let's Plays, and there are some things you really should get through behind locked doors. Like, actually, that brings to mind that my favorite lockpicking minigame is in Deus Ex Human Revolution. Where's yours? Again, comments. Anyway, it is, now that I've found my way here, time for Terms Class. And I love him, but I think he's so badly named.
Here. Behind you. There's an
Oh,
open seat here.
oh yeah, I'm in the right place. Cool.
you.
I actually had a real high school moment where I was like, am I in the right room?
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Yeah, why did they name him Ronin? He's like a samurai without a mask. That's completely not what he's
Welcome
like.
to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident
I love Little
you
Hop.
take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone?
That is so cute. I love sliding the book.
I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Cool.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the
No,
looks of
kids
it,
just do that.
you
They
all
deliberately
spent your
forget
holidays
things.
practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are. Take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Study your one.
Oh yeah, you do this minigame every time you learn a new spell. That is not annoying at all.
Press the corresponding
let's
input
see.
when prompted to accelerate
we
your
got
one's
it.
motion along the symbol's path.
So it's I can't see the freaking symbol. What is it? X? Is that a circle? That midget thing? Oh, I said a bad word. Sorry.
X.
Oh, so it's easy peasy to begin with. Okay. But I could still die. Okay, great. Hand down. Oh, and because it curved, the arrow curved, so it slowed me down. The Rock has come back to success.
Accio.
That is not
Like, that minigame starts off easy, and I still struggle. It gets much harder, people.
I see a lot of
To the point where I
potential, but
might
remember,
cut some of those out, so you don't have to stop
potential is
doing
nothing
them.
without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Admit it, we've all had, or at least I don't want to say we've all had, but we've all had the fortune to have teachers like this, or most of us anyway. So if you have, tell me who that teacher is for you, what subject he taught. For me, I'd have to say, I'd have to say it was either Dr. Murphy in college or Mrs. Costanza, who taught me English from actually 7th to 9th grade.
What better than a bit of sport?
Went to Temple, by the way. Go Owls!
With the summoning charm to the test, right?
And in other news, I'm happy to hear make us walk outside. This is Summoner's Court. This is basically for the first stretch of the game, not Quidditch. Because we don't get Quidditch right away, as we learned in the first
why
video.
don't we have our newest students
But this is something we do get. And once you master Accio, it's kind of fun. But of course, this is me we're talking about, so I don't know how well this is going to go.
The summoning charm.
Okay,
Accio,
so first
pulls
let's
a target
assign
closer
you.
to the
Oh, but they
caster.
did it for me. Okay,
Hold
so
R2
where did they
button
put
and
me?
press the assigned button to cast Accio and
Yes,
pull
the
a
assigned
target
button
closer.
that would be a square. Okay,
Press
cool.
the button again to cease casting the spell.
And that's the part that I always kind of forget. I just let it roll merrily off the playing field.
As possible, but not a bit more. Accio, a little more. Yes? Splendid!
Well, it's alright. I wasn't taking much risks there. Okay, so let's...
Accio. That's it!
Oh, it rolled off! I thought I would stop it in time. Okay, so the lesson is, stop it before you think you need to.
Accio. Excellent.
Or, you know what, I told it to stop, it decided not to, so it's fine. It's fine for right now, because that was practice. It's gonna suck in a few minutes, though. Because I still wanted to win this on camera. I don't think I'm going to. Spoiler alert.
To give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
At least they don't make you win it. At least for this
You be the
quest.
blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, not my turn. That explains why nothing's happening.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Watch this.
10 points there is a bit of a gift. Okay, she's playing for real now. Noted.
There we go.
Not half bad.
Splendid!
Let us see this.
Okay, we're challenging me now.
Accio.
Ooh! Wah, 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 wah.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
A little bit. I never noticed that before. Oh.
I think we
Yeah.
are
For a second, I thought maybe they didn't put those in because I was sucking,
say.
but like they were in there for my original playthrough.
Focus now, you will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Yeah, ladies first. That's true. And of course, it's nearly the best possible shot.
Accio.
happens.
I like how you can hear the moan. That's great.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Act like you've been there before.
Now,
Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't want to stop the motion or anything. I just wanted to do that. Thank you, game. Thank you for rocking me.
Oh dear.
At this point, I just don't want to goose it. My goal is to points on the board.
There we go.
There you go. Oh, I thought it was gonna. It's still bright. That's hilarious. And it actually did fall off. That's great.
Both of you, well done.
Yeah. You sucked, but you had style.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't
I
you?
like how it reacts to that, and it reacts well. It's a very Harry Potter thing they did there. In fact, you'll hear it again before the end of the scene. It's cool.
When I transferred here.
It reminds me of the. It takes courage to stand up to one's enemies, but it takes even more courage to stand up to one's friends. From the beginning, from the end of Philosopher's Stone, which is, I think, my favorite scene in the series. Yeah, I don't even need to ask it. You can just chime in. Anyway, where are we here?
I'm holding my own. I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly.
Yeah, I kind of expected them to pin you up against the Slytherin and expect a reaction like that. Oh, we'll get that later. There's a quest for that to happen. Because of course there is.
Divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
That actually is a decent title.
To make more money.
The search for more money. May the sports be with you. Anyway.
How big is Uagadu?
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Hey, no talking about Wagadoos. This is a family show. Just kidding.
School in the world. So yes, bigger than
I solemnly swear I am up to no
But it never
good.
seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Thank you for telling me about Uagadu.
That is pretty much what just happened to me.
What does Uagadu look like? How big is Uagadu?
Okay, we've already covered
What does
that.
Uagadu look like?
I'm not overly obsessed with big things. I'm not at all Freudian.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a
Skinner?
castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
Oh.
I remember the first time I saw
I'm
it.
Jungian.
The mist was so thick I could hardly make out
We'll
anything.
get to exactly how Jungian I am when we get to
Just
percentages.
materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Thank you for telling me.
We all
about Uagadu.
flowed. I'm also into Stephen King. By the way, I'm sure half of you didn't get that reference. That's okay. But also, read it. And read it or watch the made-for-TV movie that was on the Sci-Fi Channel. Don't watch the new one. Well, the first new one is good. The second new one, you remember when we saw that together, right?
Yes.
You said the best thing ever. Do you remember what you said when we left the theater? You went, that movie was great. Let's do it again.
What does Uagadu?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Yeah, that is an odd question.
Actually, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
That's incredible. Surely the magic is weaker.
That is like the rudest thing you can say. My boy here is not a Slytherin, and not an evil Slytherin. Because not all Slytherins are evil. There is Scorpius Malfoy,
incredible.
one of my favorite characters in the series. Yes, I said it. Remember I said I like Cursed Child? It's true. Give him Red Cursed Child. They'd have you.
Spells without a wand.
Oh, yes.
And you haven't seen it yet because
I
it's
find
in
wandless magic to
Philadelphia,
be much
right?
more
And in the UK.
Not to mention
Hopefully we get to
constant
see that together
if
one
one is
day.
without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Thank you for telling me about Uagadu.
Dramatic? Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
You can if you're a horrible
using
person.
it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
So your brother is 17 or older, or else that wouldn't be legal and you'd probably be expelled. Although that's not entirely true, because we learn around like book 6 or 7 that they don't really use the trace if you're part of a wizarding family. The only people that get traced are poor people like Hermione and Harry, who don't have adult wizards they could pin it on. Kind of a shame, really. Anyway.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did.
Pretty much.
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
Hey, they had to give him fight somehow. This is a video game.
Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course.
See, that's such a Harry Potter line, isn't it? It's so great.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professor
how far in are we?
Instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon.
Okay, that's fair. So what we'll do is I'll save. Hopefully the save takes completely. Sometimes it doesn't with this game, and we'll. Oh, perfect! Was complete. Perfect timing. So thank you for joining. Next time we'll do Defense Against the Dark Arts. See ya.